All right, so here we are on the bench. Let's get this puppy opened up. So I felt the whole thing go loose, and yeah, here we are. Take this board and put him somewhere else. Big fuzzy. That has to squeeze through there. And something zip tied over here. Power switch. Pull it back this way. Oh, something's holding on good. These ribbons aren't helping. Looks like we have to unplug. Can we just pull? Yes, we can. Just pull. Little connector here. Looks like pliers will be the best tool for this connector. Maybe not. I think if I get rid of this, that'll help me out a bit. We can put it back later. Unplug. Come on. Maybe this whole switch can come. That would have been a good idea. No, I can't reach the tab on the other side of it. Take this out. Oh, come on. Why would you solder the one wire like that? Well, first, it's really just got to be this that we get unplugged. That'll make it easier. And I could have left these plugged in. There seems to be some kind of locking mechanism to it. I've never seen anything like it. There. That's one. Seems like you have to pull up on this. In there. Okay. That was miserable. Battery. I wonder if it's any good. Nope. Get a new one of these later. So our problem jack was the second one here. A lot of weeble wobble. Bunch more screws here. Shorter screws on the inside. That one had a ring and that one had a ring. Oof, made a mess there. That can come out. And we could almost get rid of this case if it weren't for this pesky little fella. There. Put the case off to the side. There's our display. And we were having problems with the second one from that side, I believe. Yes. Second one. So that's this. So I think what's happened is this is broken loose on the inside. So we're gonna heat up the soldering iron and take a look-see. I think the first order of business will be to completely desolder it and see if it's broken, because that looks solid on here, but on the underside it's clearly very loose. fume extractor going. That's cause for concern because that's folded over. So this jack might be busted. Alright, I think we got it free. Pertinier. The only thing holding it is that there's a bit of solder on these legs. Hey, hey! That snapped off like we thought. So let's see if we can desolder that little piece. So, problem is I can't just solder a wire through there because we lose all our structural rigidity. But now we have our culprit and we can see if we can order one of these from China. Well, many months later, I'm back on the drum machine board there. And it turns out this connector here, that is unique to just the left and right outputs. See, the 3 plugs are like that, as opposed to all the other ones, which are this kind of rabbit footprint sort of shape. So I couldn't just steal one from an input I wasn't using. So my next plan here is to take this wire, solder it on there, and solder through and onto the solder pad. We'll see how well that works. So I'm just going to strip off a nice big chunk. Oh, this is stranded. I did not realize it was stranded. I thought I was getting solid, but maybe we can still make that work. The key is that it fits through here, which it does. So I think the order I'll do things in is first tin this, second solder it onto that little bit of a stub that I have left here, then cut this off, feed that through the board here, and solder it back on. I see that I did not clear the flux off. That's pretty crusty. Maybe I will do that first. So, kind of in frame. Fume extractor. Might do well to have a little bit of flux on that. How tinned is that? Not very. So I'm gonna stick to it. Clean that little nub off. Getting more and more nervous about this actually fitting. Alright. Circumcise. And it fits through, kinda. Now those legs are gonna be kinda tough to push through. You can kinda see the problem, that's too thick, doesn't want to go through. So let's pull it out and take it off. See where that nub actually goes. Maybe it is making it almost all the way through. Yeah, looks like it, eh? So perhaps what we really need is just a bunch more solder in there. After all this. Well, get the fan back. Oh, I did something. Not something good. Got the back of it sitting a little high. There. That felt better. Felt like it snapped into place. But it's a little crooked. Well, compared to the others, I wouldn't say it's really any wobblier. Might actually be better. So, new idea. Take a little piece of wire. Can we get it in there? Sure. Fill that up with solder and cut it off. Cat hair. Now we just need a jack, or actually a cable, so we can test this. Oakley dokley. So, which one was I working in? This guy, I guess. So I want to see that this makes contact with one of these. I would guess they kind of go in order, so let's try tip first. Yep. Ring. No ring. Sleeve. Sleeve, but no ring. Very strange. Or is that by design? I think these are unbalanced. I don't know. Well, let's try on the neighbor port, because we haven't touched that. Ring. No contact. Tip. Contact. Ring. No contact. Now, the big question is, will it be unstable? Nope, sounds pretty stable to me. So, I'm gonna call that good enough. And we're gonna slap it all back together. See if I can remember how to put it back together. While we're here, fresh battery. That folds over. But I think there were screws that needed to go before the fold happened. Well, last thing, I guess, is to power it up. Plug something into that left output, jiggle it, and hope the humming and crackling goes away. This draws almost 3 watts. Error, data initialized. Okay, that's fine. Probably because we didn't have a battery in it for 6 months. Demo song. Get some headphones to check with. On the left mono, that was our guy. Volume. You'll have to take my word for it, but there is no humming. Now the right jack is bad. Oh my goodness, I can't win. Well, I wanted the left one working, so now I at least have that. Maybe I'll come back and do it again, but it's the same process and we'll make another video. The end.